Hey guys, this is Hubrix Lowell or whatever you want to call me. I'm back with some enhancement commentary. I've been getting, I know, I gotta do more of my guide videos. I've just been posting a bunch of arena matches, kind of lazily, and just been doing arenas most of the time when I have time. But I gotta start doing my commentary and my guides again more because they're good. I liked them, and a lot of you liked them too. So those are going to come up sometime soon, but for now I'm just going to comment on some arena matches that I've been doing recently. This is the second time I tried Enhanced Feral Holy Paladin. I gotta say it's probably the best setup for Enhanced Shamans, just mostly because Ferals are just OP. Just watch this. Stuns a warrior, knocks him off. I root him down there, and we just go on the warlock and proceed to kick his ass. And 3 against 2. The warrior's just down there from the Feral's opener. I guess it was kind of careless maybe. But we get the warlock's heal to pop. He jumps down. They're all down there. And I kind of anticipate, the warlock's port's up there, so I anticipate his port and just get back on him. But he fears my paladin, and I'm late on the tremor. But he pops his demon soul and chaos bolts with his R mastery up, which was a mistake of him. I think even though we tried to global hype by tossing him a heal too, but now he doesn't have any shield wall, doesn't have an arm mastery. We're kind of splitting DPS damage, which is surprisingly okay to do as Enhanced Feral, just because Feral can almost solo anything. They will almost solo anything by themselves. But he clones the Shaman. I think I hexed him out of it. Yeah, and then trinketed, and we're just popping everything on the warlock. I go through his shield with Ascendance. Ascendance is pretty crazy damage, and just finish him. The MMR of this was done earlier last week. Yeah, not earlier. It was on the weekend. While the whole MMR bug was going through, so some of these rating is inflated. Like our rating is inflated actually. We do pretty good though. We fought, although I didn't record it, we fought Wreckful and Starship and Zato. Yeah, probably the best, some of the best, maybe the best, some of the best Druid, Shadow Priest, and Warriors in the game right now, or at least on the battle group. And they destroyed us the first game, but then we destroyed them the second game. And I didn't record it, which was bad, but Wreckful recorded. Wreckful has it on a stream if you want to watch. But this is Mez's RMP. Props to them for playing it. They actually beat us twice, but I think we beat him like 6 times or so. This was our last game. This was kind of the culmination of what we figured out of how to, I guess, deal with RMP after facing him enough. But Enhanced Feral is pretty damn strong, mostly because the Feral is insanely good. Or Hype himself is really good. He's probably the best Feral I've seen. Though I haven't played with many. I've only played with like 3 total, I think. But he's probably the best that I've played with. But Ferals after and Demo Locks, they're gonna face the nerf bad after. So my Paladin actually gets the mage out with his blind, and I think the rogue too. And so the mage trinketed the blind actually, and so I get him to full hex, which I do a lot. I have NS largely for NS or Astral Shift, or Ancestral Swiftness largely for mage teams, just to NS hex their opener and kind of screw them really good. So we just locked down the mage. He got a clone, then I shocked that frost bomb. And we're kind of splitting damage again. It's just we're just stopping all their pressure, any kind of pressure they can do while doing as much damage as you can. And Hype just dropped to 50% there, and that was the lowest they got any of us this entire game, because I stun the rogue in the root, get back on the mage. Hype's just running around. We're both just running around hitting whatever. The comp is really fun because you don't really have to train anything, which you kind of do as a warrior enhanced teams. You just run around and hit whatever the heck you want, just because Ferals can. And Enhance kind of, sort of can, just with range purge mostly. And just, we can kind of stick on targets, but we can stick on targets pretty well enough. But it's mostly the Ferals just being able to attack whatever the heck he wants, and then getting Fears off him, which is the only CC that can screw a Feral over with Tremors and Dispels. So we get the block on a CC chain on the Priest, and then every time my Hex is up, just Hex the Mage. Mage RMP is really bad against Enhanced teams. Well, really bad. Enhanced is really good against RMP teams just because there's nothing that can decurse the Mage out of it. So you can just Hex him every time it's up. Especially with the Holy Paladin, you can get the Hex Glyph instead of the Ghost Wolf Glyph. So we force the life swap and switch back onto the Mage. So with the Hex Glyph, you can just Hex the Mage every 30 seconds and you can't do anything about it. And it's an instant Hex, which is awesome. So we're still training back and forth. I think I tremored that. No, I triggered that. I need to save. I oftentimes tremor too easily. I just kind of like hit it with my instant just reaction whenever I get feared. But I need to actually save it for my Paladin and probably Trinket of Fear if I need to instead of tremoring it. So we're just training him. We're getting him down. They never got us low at all. The rest of the time I get a shock on the Priest heal, and he goes down. And they just kind of... This was probably our last game, so we had beaten him like 4 times in a row after this. Though they did beat us twice, which was pretty damn good of them. That was kind of surprising. We messed up, of course. We might have been able to stop it. But the opener is just huge for RMPs, which I think is really bad design, actually, but I don't think mages should have invisibility and stuff like that. So here's, this game I do really bad. Actually, I make a whole lot of mistakes. I should be purge spamming this Shaman more. I do eventually, but you gotta do it earlier. Like playing a Resto Shaman, I've learned that purge spam just really screws them. Their Earth Shield plus, if you purge, you can actually purge their Aura Mastery, the Spirit Walk. You can actually purge the Anti-Interrupt off, which I didn't know. And I haven't, which I just found out recently after getting it purged off of myself. But their Hots, their Earth Shield are big, huge, and killing. Oh, that was my Manatide, but killing Manatides, killing Healing Streams too. Healing Streams heal for a ton, and if you can find them, they're down like half the time. They have only 30-second cooldown. If you can find a Healing Stream and kill it, it takes out a ton of the Shaman's healing, and that's AoE healing. But if you get it almost instantly, it'll be like it's like negating 150k HP on them. Like there it is down there, which I don't get it. So because I haven't really started looking out for it, I didn't know it healed so much. It's pathetic heal for Enhance, but it's massive heal for Resto. So I'm gonna start looking for it more and killing it. But I get Capacitor stunned. Let's see what else do I mistake. So I'm just kind of training the Shaman a bit. We decided to see what happened if we train the Shaman. Really, we can kill the Warlock or the Shaman, as you saw the first game. I don't know if this is the same team. Is it the same team? I think it might be. Not sure. Oh yeah, but they switch on to my Paladin, and I'm just still on the Shaman there. But my Feral just saves him like a boss by knocking the Warrior off, cloning the Warlock, and he's low still though. We switch on to him. We get back onto him. I get the Shaman to a Hex and try to finish the Warlock, but he pops his heal again. I think it's on a 2-minute cooldown. His heal. I haven't pointed out the little mistakes that I did. I don't shock that Hex, so I get full Hex. I think there's an earlier Hex that I didn't shock to, that I just whiffed, or I don't know, I just wasn't paying attention to it. But yeah, really bad play by me on this one. I tried to root the Warrior, but he gets just cloned again. Now I'm back on the lock. Try to heal my Paladin. He's getting pretty low, but Feral kicks the Shaman, or we both kick him, I guess. I don't know which one got it, and the Warlock doesn't go down. I think he died. I think the Warlock dies here, but he doesn't actually die. So I just stopped going on and went on to the Warrior, but he's still alive apparently. And I missed that kick on that Healing Surge, which was bad. And I'm just sitting on him, sitting on the lock, tunnel visioning, basically hex the Shaman, but I can deal with the Warrior on me pretty well. He gets his shield out, and he pops his Demon Soul on me, and I'm pretty low. I heal myself, pop Rage, purge his Demon Soul off. I get myself saved, and then the Paladin bops me. Right when I start sprinting away. And he gets cloned on the rest of his little transformation. But that's really important. And I targeted that healing stream there, but I didn't kill it. Just because I wasn't thinking about killing them. But you gotta, they're huge. But purging that Demon Soul, yeah, is necessary. You have to purge it. But it's easy to notice kind of on a Demon Lock, because it's usually when he transforms and starts doing massive freaking chaos waves on you. So that's my Healing Tide totem. I'm on the Shaman. We're on the Shaman. We're just training him still. I should be purging more. I purge a lot all the time, but just sometimes I just don't purge for some reason. I don't know, sometimes it might be okay to actually use your abilities and do damage. Actually, I think so. I think it is. If you have Storm Strike up, you should probably just do Storm Strike, unless they have a shield up. That'll just absorb it. Then you should purge first. But now I should be purging here, because I could have purged, but I hex him instead. I hex his Aura Master instead, just because I'm not aware that I could have just purged it. But it might have still gotten the heal off, so I stopped the heal with that. I ground the AoE Fear. He gets a Spirit Link, I think. It's more Chaos Waves by the Warlock, but he's not popping Demon Soul yet. And we're just training the Shaman to the ground. We could make a switch to the Warlock again, probably, but the Shaman is just so low, we're putting pressure on him. And the Shaman makes a mistake, I think, of putting Earth Shield on himself, which he shouldn't do. He should just keep Mana Shield on himself the whole time, actually. Because I'm just going to purge the Earth Shield off him, and then he'll just have no shield. So if you're getting trained by Enhanced Shaman as a Resto Shaman, just keep Mana Shield on yourself. Enhanced don't do that much burst anyway, so it's not like you're going to be able to global a Resto Shaman, or you're going to get globaled if you play a Resto Shaman. See, he has Earth Shield back on himself again, but I don't need purge it. Just Ascend on him, I get stunned, but Feral Trinkets finishes him off. It's a pretty beastly comp, but the Warlock, he just Demon Souls, gets us all in full fears, and my two allies are at half health from the Warlock's damage, and so I'm just trying to peel. Again, just make sure that they don't actually get a kill. But it's pretty scary, but it's over now. I purged his Demon Soul off, I think. And yeah. I think, look at the Feral's damage, so I don't remember where there's an instance that shows that it's pretty damn massive. Actually, I don't know. No, the warrior just dies. Warrior just dies. Next Feral, and that's the game. I think both I saw the last King of the Hill tournament on Arena Junkies, and I think Demonology after that. I think Demonology Warlocks are probably going to get nerfed. Their burst at least a little bit, just a little bit though. I don't think it's too bad. But Ferals are probably going to get nerfed too in the next round of nerfings, just because they're pretty insane. They're actually better than Warriors, I think. They have so many CCs. Root, Cyclones, the Scatter, the AoE Scatter. So this game, I do a lot better. We do a lot better. I hex a Shaman just because I think I anticipate I was going to get CC'd or something. So I just hexed him to keep him from healing himself. Kill his Healing Tide. Purge him clean. He still doesn't have Mana Shield on himself, but it's not like he's going to run out of mana yet. He NS's himself, I think. I can't shock that heal because I get stunned. And Spirit Link gets stunned again, trying to kill the Link. But I should be purging that now. If I purged that, it would have canceled his heal, which would have been really good. And he still has hots on himself too. But we're just training him. There's a Warlock's Demon Soul. He popped his damage, but just purged it. And we didn't really take that much damage, really. Actually, I didn't even pop. I don't know who they were damaging, who they were attacking there. But I switched back on the lock just to reduce his damage while he still has his trinket up. His DPS trinket up. And I'm getting switched to. What next happened? Oh yeah, I wasted my Storm Lash went to the Warlock's heal, which was bad. I should have just knew and we run into the Capacitor Totem. He has Earth Shield on himself, which I should be purging off now, but I don't know what I'm doing. Hex's heal again, just because we're just Mongoloiding and none of us are really in trouble, so I didn't think to hex the lock. The Feral just Cyclones a lot Warlock anyways. There's the healing stream toned down again, but I guess he canceled it or picked it up or something. And it's not there anymore. So this is just a train game. We have, since we're both off healers, we can do it. That's what ferals do a lot. Feral teams are just really good at trading healers, just because they can cyclone off DPS and not let it be, and it's not dispellable at all. And their just mobility is so big they can just stick on them constantly as long as they want. Maybe not Resto Druids. They can't. I think they can stick on Resto Druids. It just depends if they get peeled or not. We haven't actually tried to stick on a Resto Druid. I don't know if we've even faced one. Oh yeah, we have. We faced a Resto Druid team, but usually against Resto Druids we get a like how we fought Reckless team. We get, or I just purge all the hots off, or when he's almost clear, hex the Druid, and then finish purging the hots, and then you do your damage. And while the Druid's in a hex, and then a capacitor, and then a cyclone. Capacitor if you can get it. And then you just train down the target without any hots and ferals, and just do so much damage. And you do too in Ascendance, or Enhanced does too as well in Ascendance. So here, poor Ellie Shaman, we just see him and decide to train him. I hex the mage. Mage blocks the hex because I guess he got traded something earlier, maybe blind or something. But a lot of these mage, Ellie or Boomkins, especially Boomkin mages, their openers are probably the scariest in the game right now. Maybe one of the scariest, just because they can root beam the target and deep freeze, and they have so much damage. They can just global your healer, not global, but just lock him out for so long that he can't really do much anything unless it's a paladin to bubble it. But then he could just get switched onto later. But we're just training the hell out of the enhance, and I'm just focused purging or focus shocking and hexing the mage. He knocks him off, and we just pop everything. I think the feral knockoff, the Typhoon on ferals, is pretty insane. I think it's a bit too strong. I don't know what exactly about ferals are too big. But those are the games. Soon to come up are more guide-like videos. Probably a rotation guide. And I'm not sure what else. But yeah, we'll just look forward to those. I'll probably do more classic guides too. The dueling guides, or the not necessarily dueling, but the Pandaria survival guides. Those were really good. I like those. I'll do more of those again, or an updated versions of them, or ones that I missed pretty soon. So thanks for watching. I'll be coming out with more videos. Oh, I'm streaming still sometime. I'm gonna go get a camera. So you guys can see my pretty face. Yeah, it's more personal with a camera, I guess. More entertaining. But I think I'm going to go get one of those and put those in my streams, I guess. I don't know. Go buy a cheap one. So, look for new stuff, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.